What up, guys? Back here in the Duelist Pub today. We got a deck profile with red eyes. I had to dust off the box, bust it open, but now that I've had a good look at it, I'm probably going to make a couple changes to it. We're still going to go through the profile anyway, because I already did it, and it's probably not going to get changed for like a month or two, because red eyes is not at like the front of my list of things to do. Right now I'm trying to build a Fire Fist deck. You guys know, you've seen the videos, I'm like immensely, vicariously, I don't know what that word means. Anyway, I'm trying to build Fire Fist, and I am going to do it, damn it. But today, let's look at red eyes and do what we do best. Cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. To the table. On today's episode of AJY, we're going to be looking at our good old friend, the Red Eyes. We got one little pack to open, just cause, I mean, what's a video without something to open? But mainly, we are going to be getting into this here Red Eyes deck that I built a very long time ago, and I looked over this morning and tossed a couple things in and grabbed just a couple cards that I think I might want to throw in, like these two for sure probably are going to end up in it. A third poly, allures for the draw, super polys because none of these are in there. These three prime mineral congrate. These are nice because, let's see, if a monster is sent from your opponent's hand or deck to the graveyard, you can special summon this card out in face down defense position. And then when you flip it up, you can target two cards on the field and destroy them. So they do something. You get to put this out there face down. If it makes it to your turn, you flip it face up, you destroy two cards and have a 3000 beat stick. So yeah, why not definitely do that? So I'm thinking about tossing those three in there. Armed Knight might go in there. Fusion Deployment's definitely going to end up in there. Electromagnetic Turtle, just for the fact of once per duel you can banish this guy from your graveyard and it ends the battle phase. And a Nebula Dragon too probably will end up in there. I'm not positive, but I just wanted to kind of go over it, you know, and if anybody has any ideas, comments, maybe something they've done with their Red Eyes build, because this Red Eyes build is kind of a mashup of so much different. Like anytime I saw Red Eyes, I'm like, oh, Red Eyes, it's going in the Red Eyes deck, you know. So this definitely is not meta viable. It's just I don't know what kind of rare they call this. Like you can see all the little sparkles in there. Anytime I found Red Eyes cards, I just kind of threw them in there. Some dragon stuff. Let's see. Return, Red Eyes Transmigration. That's for the Lord of Red. Return of the Red Eyes. Relinquished is in here. So as you can see, it is quite the mashup. And then if you see at the end here, we have a good old Red Eyes. Where was it? There's a Dark Magician. Oh, we all know why he's in here. Red Eyes Insight. Where's the Red Eyes? Did I pass it? I don't know. It's in there somewhere. A Red Eyes Fusion, because we've got ourselves Relinquished, Link Mail Archfiend, Stardust Dragon,
Samsara, Dragon of Rebirth, which is, it doesn't have attack, but whenever they bounce this off the field, you basically get like a monster reborn. You can target a monster in either player's graveyard and special summon it. Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which is kind of like the main boss of this deck now. A couple of Beast Skulls, Archfiend, Black Skull Dragon, Starving Venom again, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, and a couple 4s, just for, you know, 2 4-stars. You know, Abyss Dweller, they can't activate out of the graveyard. Degusto, that's for the second effect. You can target one non-effect monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. That, and well, I guess you can draw a card too if you want to put monsters back in. So draw power and bring your Red Eyes and Dark Magician and stuff like that back. And this one is you can detach a material, then target a beast, beast warrior, or a winged beast type monster you control and one other card on the field and destroy them. So this one does not belong in there. I do not know why that one's in there to begin with, but as far as that goes, I think that's like, what, 13 cards right now in the extra deck, so still room for 2 more spots. Let's dive in. Maybe we can get something cool for the deck in here. This was the Secret Forces. So, we got a yugioh, Spiritual Beast, Jin, Desirator of the Rituals, and a Fire Formation Tenki, which, you know what? That's funny because we needed one more Tenki. So, we've got all the Tenkis we need for our Fire Fist deck. So that's cool. What are the odds of that? I grabbed one pack and it just so happens to have a Fire Formation card I need in it. That's funny, because I was holding a Fist of the Gadgets in my hand, and I said, for this Red Eyes build, I'm going to go ahead and grab his Secret Forces. But, alright, so, Arc Brave, that is the, if this card's in the graveyard because it was sent there this turn, you can target one level 7 or 8 Dragon-type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So, we got 2 of these. Lord of the Red, Ritual Summon with the Transmigration. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, except this guy, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. Once per turn during either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated, you can target one spell or trap on the field and destroy it. So anytime a card, effect, or a spell happens, anytime an effect happens, you can destroy either a monster or a spell or trap. So it doesn't negate, but it will destroy something. Let's see, Red Eyes Bee Chick. You can send this face-up card you control to the graveyard, special summon a Red Eyes from the hand. You can only have one of them in your deck. I believe that's only one. I probably shouldn't say that without double checking first, but I believe that's a one of. This is a flip. You can add a ritual spell from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Summon Skull, Red Eyes, Keeper of the Shrine, 2100 defense. Special summons card, let's see. This can be treated as a 2 tributes for the summon of a normal tribute summon of a dragon monster. Plus it's got a secondary effect. Let's see. If a face-up dragon monster on the field is sent to the graveyard by a card effect or because it was destroyed by battle, you can special summon this card. If it's in your hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card. Then, if that monster sent to the graveyard is a normal monster, you can add one dragon-type normal monster from your graveyard to your hand. So, he's got good effects. It wouldn't be bad if this guy was a hollow. You know, at least like a super rare. I know it's not really like meta viable, but I like him. Now, Gearfried, the Red Eyes Iron Knight. Once per turn, if either player equips an equip card to this card, you can destroy those equipped cards. Then you can destroy one spell or trap your opponent controls. Once per turn, you can send one equipped card you control that is equipped to this card to the graveyard. Then target one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So, as long as you got a couple of equipped cards in your deck, he is pretty good. At the moment, I don't think I'm running any. I had him put to the side and then I put him back in with my other cards. So I know I got like 2 Horn of the Unicorns or something like that, I believe, off to the side that's going to throw in there. It brings him up 700 attack. There's cards that I definitely should be throwing in here for him because I'm running 3 of with him, and he's not that great without that effect. Rainbow Dark Dragon. Let's see. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 7 dark monsters with different names from your graveyard. You can banish all other dark monsters from your field and graveyard. This card gains 500 for each. 4,000 beat sticks, so you're hoping to not really see him till way later. Definitely don't want to pull him in your first hand. You can target a Red Eyes monster you control, except Red Eyes Beachick. Equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. So this guy could be equipped to Gearfried, and you could destroy it and then bring a Red Eyes special summon out of your graveyard. But let's see. Equip this monster from your hand or field to that target. It gains 600 attack. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Red Eyes card from your deck to your hand, except Red Eyes Beachick. So if it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you get to go in your deck and grab something. The other one lets you special summon out of the graveyard. So it's a double whammy. Maybe if I just had 3 black metal dragons, I won't have to really run any equipped cards, because he'll be the equipped card with an extra added effect for it. Paladin of Felgrand. If this card's normal special summon, you can equip 1 level 7 or 8 dragon type monster from your hand or deck. This card's unaffected by other monsters' effects while equipped with an equipped card. You can tribute one monster and this card, then target 1 level 7 or 8 dragon in your graveyard and special summon it. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. This card is treated as a normal monster while face up on the field, and then you can extra summon it to become an effect monster. If damage calculation is performed involving this card at the end of battle phase, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to this card's original attack. You can only use the effect once per turn. So I'm thinking with this one, it's treated as a normal monster while face up on the field or in the graveyard. So you could special summon this guy off of some of the other cards that say you can only bring a normal monster. Well, he is a normal monster until he's been on the field for a turn. So that's something to remember. Mystical Space, everybody loves. Alright, so here's a 4-star dragon that once per turn during the end phase, if this card's normal summoned, you can add 1 level 7 light or dark monster from your deck to your hand. So he'll go get your Red Eyes and probably that, he'll go get that Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon and a couple other ones. He can go get you some stuff. Metal Morph, that equip this card to that target. It gains 300. If it attacks, it gains the attack, half the attack of the target it's attacking. So here's an equipped card that could also go on that other one to get destroyed. Maybe use it for battle and then after bounce it so you can special summon. Summoner's Art lets you go and grab a normal monster level 5 or higher out of your deck. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. If a level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster you control is destroyed by your opponent's attack or card effect and sent to the graveyard while this card's in your hand, you can special summon this card in defense position, and if you do, special summon as many of those destroyed monsters as possible in the same position they were in when destroyed. You contribute this card. You can normal summon one Red Eyes monster during your main phase this turn in addition to your normal summon and set. So, wow, anytime your monsters get destroyed, if you got a Red Eyes retro, they all come back, plus he gets to come out. I mean, and you get an extra summon if you have a Red Eyes. So, wow. I mean, dude, Red Eyes retro, and I know that's hollow. You know, I've got one. I only think I got one though, so I just leave them all common in here. I run 3 of. That is a must of in a Red Eyes deck. Must have. 1700 attack too, so it's not the worst thing in the world if you're gonna, you know, take a quarter of somebody's life points away with him. Alright, let's see. Send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Then you can send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. And you can only activate 1 of these per turn. So, yeah. Speaks for itself. Draw power. Another Gearfried. Rider. Dragon Knight of Creation. We read that one, I believe. For the special summon, a fusion reserve. Reveal 1 fusion monster in your extra deck. Add 1 of the fusion materials whose name is specifically listed on it from the deck to your hand. Then you can add 1 polymerization from your graveyard to your hand. So definitely worth it. A Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. A Red Eyes Bee Dragon. A Polymerization, Arcbrave, a Malefic Red Eyes Black Dragon. Can't be normally summoned or set, must be special summoned from your hand by banishing 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon from your deck. There can only be 1 Malefic monster on the field. Other monsters you control cannot declare an attack. If there is no face-up field spell on the field, destroy this card. Which I don't know if there is a field spell in here, so... Komodo Dragon. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand. You can special summon monsters. You cannot special summon monsters except dragon type monsters, nor conduct your battle phase the turn you activate that effect. Not super great. Another dwarf. Lightning Vortex. Discard a card to destroy all face-up monsters on your opponent's side of the field. Return of the Red Eyes. If you control a Red Eyes monster, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card in your possession is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to your graveyard, you can target a Red Eyes monster in your graveyard and special summon it. The ritual spell for the Lord of Red. Another Return of Red Eyes. Another card of red stone. Relinquished. You can add a ritual monster from the deck. Red Eyes Insight. Send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Add 1 Red Eyes spell or trap from the deck to the hand. So that is pretty damn good too, because you could basically send a Red Eyes and then pull the magic card that'll let you just summon the Red Eyes right away. I would love to be running 3 of these. I just don't have them, but if I did, I would, because you contribute this card, special summon 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from your deck. That is an amazing effect for this deck. You definitely want 3 Blackstone of Legend. You just have to tribute this card, you instantly go get your Red Eyes. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster in your graveyard with this card and shuffle it into the deck, and if you do, add this card to your hand. So basically, you can just do it all over again the next turn. So that's pretty damn cool. Sonic Bird lets you get a ritual magic card from your deck. Red Eyes Black Metal Dragon, or Darkness Metal Dragon, Red Eyes Fusion to get the Dark Magician, and the Red Eyes Monster to bring out Red Eyes Dark Dragoon right away. Another Return of the Red Eyes, Dark Magician. This Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. This one is once per turn you can destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls with defense lower than this card's attack. So anything with defense lower than 2500, it's going away. The White Dragon Wyver Burster for the Black Dragon that's in here. They special summon each other. The Collapse Serpent. 1 for 1. Send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon a level 1 from your hand or deck. So that's going to get you the Black Stone of Legend. Mainly, that's what you're going for. A Red Eyes Retro. A Galactic Spiral Dragon. This one, let's see, while this card is in your hand or graveyard, if you can control two or more light and dark or dark dragon monsters, special summon this card in defense mode. Banish it when it leaves the field. You can also make all your monsters become level 8. So if this guy comes out, you go ahead and make all the cards on the field level 8. And if you had a level 8 Xyz monster, you know, even if it's a level 1, it becomes an 8. Balance it with this one, you got a level 8 Xyz monster. So that's actually a thought. Maybe throw 2 more of these Galactics in there and then put a couple level 8s in there. Because it's not like I don't... Here's a level 8 too, the Dragon Lord of Felgran. Got Blizzard Dragon. Once per turn, you can target one monster your opponent controls. It cannot change its battle position or declare an attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. Another Poly. Another Red Eyes Spirit. Target one Red Eyes monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. So there's the card you'd try to get, you know. It's a Red Eyes Magic or Trap card. Red Eyes Retro again. And lastly, we've got ourselves this awesome level 8 Lord of Felgrand. If this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can target one monster your opponent controls or in their graveyard and banish it. And if you do, this card gains attack and defense equal to the banished monster's original level or level rank times 100. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon monster in your graveyard and special summon it to your field. I mean, that's pretty damn boss. So, that is the jumbled Red Eyes build that I have. That is definitely, by no means, it is not perfect, and it probably won't be for a while. I just wanted to get that out there for you Red Eyes fans, so you have an idea of what I threw together between my extra deck and main deck. But like I said, it is not 100%. It is not meta. It is just a lot of Red Eyes cards kind of thrown together. I would definitely have to use it for a while and kind of tweak it here and there to see what really works well and what needs to be cut out. But you guys have an idea of where it would go. I mean, the big star of this show is obviously Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. He is the strongest most of the time in any deck you put him in. He is the strongest of the monsters. Let's see, what does Flare do? Cannot be destroyed by card effects while it has material. While this card has material, each time your opponent activates a card or effect, inflict 500 damage to your opponent immediately after it resolves. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach a material, then target one Red Eyes normal monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Damn, this card is good. This card is good. So definitely you gotta have a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon as well. So there you go. I'm also highly recommending the Successor Soul card. Tribute one effect monster, then target one effect monster your opponent controls, send it to the graveyard. Then special summon a level 7 or higher normal monster from your hand or deck. You can only attack with one monster during the turn you activate this card. But you can attack with the right monster, you know, you can still win the game. But point being, Successor Soul, it's kind of geared towards any deck that has normal monsters in it. So normal 7 or higher normal monsters. So Dark Magician, Blue Eyes, Red Eyes. This is a level 7 dragon as well, Phantasme. That's a +1 or more depending on how many link monsters your opponent has out there. So also another good one to run in this deck. So that is my coverage of the Red Eyes deck. Like I said, not perfect, but still fun. Any ideas you guys have, let me know. And don't forget, bam! We got the last Tanky. That is awesome. So I will play Tanky right now. And I'm going to use my Malefic Red Eyes. And summon my Relinquished in defense mode, even though that's possible. Not possible because it's a link monster. And I will choose half my deck all the way down to the other Relinquished because that's how cool I am. And I'll end my turn because I'm jibber jabbering. Later.